Yo! No mod, no life in the house. How are y'all doing? First off, thank you have been watching for my videos up to this day. I appreciate you. And also, happy 2025. I wish you all the best for this upcoming year. Maybe we do like some white wheels, huh? Oopsie! And follow me on Instagram if you already don't. No mod, no life. Okay, so mission report. What's going on? As you have been watching my previous videos, status update is we did some changes to go drifting, and it worked. We installed the hydro in the inside, if you remember, to lock up the rear wheels, and it worked nice. We also installed the welded diff with the solid bushing, which also worked nice. And we got some markings here, some bruises. It's alright. It has got some battle scars, I would say. So, what are we up to next? After we install the welded diff with the solid bushings, the outcome is simple, guys. It just brings more stress to the wheels themselves. And what is before the wheels? The axles. And they got shot. What happened is, luckily, they did not snap, but they both have seen better days. Hey, you good, bro? Hang in there. It did this whole mess here. And sparks, and smoke, and a lot of fun. And
I'm not even mad. It's amazing.
Because I have been using this axles for a while. I did multiple other drift events with it. I used it to daily this car. I traveled a lot with this car, like so, with the same axles OEM. I was just waiting for this day to happen. The thing is that we are not replacing this. We are taking the chance to upgrade them. So for that, we slapping in some 370Z CV axles, and here's how they look like. And here they are, 370Z axles. But what's the difference? This has the adjusting cap. Some call this the beer cap, but it just helps it sit better on the hub and avoid clicking. Splines, which are different from the 350Z wheel hub, which means you will have to replace the hubs as well, which are these. These are 370Z wheel hubs. As you can see, the spline is different. It is slightly different than the 350Z hub. After I remove them, I can put side by side for comparison, but these are way beefier. If you have already seen a 350Z wheel hub, you know what I'm talking about. The layout and the pattern is the same, so they will fit your knuckle. And additionally, of course, the wheel pattern is also the same. So, just for demonstration purposes, this is how the axle is gonna sit on the hub. Nice. Check the difference. It's way more sturdy and firm and solid than the 350s. The axle itself is different. There is not a thinner section like the 350Z1 does, which would make that a weak spot for failure and braking. This is solid straight. Hope this will handle the stress. This is the weak point that I was talking about. You see how it's different in thickness? So if the axle was to break, theoretically it would break here, hence is the weakest point. As I said, luckily they did not break, so I can still keep these as emergency spares. Not for these because the wheel hubs will be different, but I can save these for my other 350Z just for utterly emergency axles, just in case the other one breaks or I need something to move the car. Even being that bad can still be kinda useful under an emergency situation. Temporarily, of course. Look how fun this was. Can you see? Check this out. Nice. This other side now. It's not as bad. It's not as bad as the other side, but still. Just as before, have it rest on the traction arm. The pads are good. Everything worked fine. Let's have this one sitting here as well. Ew. Ugh. How messy can this be? Let's see how this pad is. Well, same. Oh, good. Remember the bolt that I was grabbing right here, where we had to do some adjustments? Here it is. It's this one. You can see it kind of grinded itself out just a little bit, but no issues at all on the disc or nothing like that, so good to go. Okay. This side is so short, it doesn't even want to come down. See, it's stuck. I don't have clearance to bring it down, to bring the axle out. I'll have to use some finesse here, guys. Be right back. Okay, axles are out. Look how this is. This is cooked, guys. I can barely move it. This is the other side now. GG. This one is definitely stuck. I cannot move this at all. I cannot move this by any means. It is hard. Hey, smoking! Woo-wee. Damn, son, take it easy, chill, bro. when I was driving back home, this was literally frying with sparks flying around. It almost got welded with itself. Imagine the heat this got into to turn into this color. Check the spacer. This was black, remember? This used to be black. Check the other video. Alright, with axles out of the way, we clear the room to remove the hub now with these 4 bolts, just as before, if you watched the previous video. If you haven't, go take a look at it. The markings we did, they still held strong. Look at the mass from the CV axle. This is the left side. This is the right side. This side is also good. Nothing got loose, or maybe due to the heat, this side might have been compromised. Look at the color of it. It was about time to replace this anyways. We're taking this out to install the 370Z wheel hub. Check the difference. Here's the hub from the other side, and here's the plate. This worked good as well. Thank you. And these are the hubs. These are the original 350Z ones. Check how they are. 350Z, 370Z. Look at the difference. Way beefy. So here's the side-by-side of the CV axles. This is the passenger side, this is the driver side. Check the difference of the mobility of the axles. That's how they should be. This one barely moves. This part here is, I can even. It has probably friction welded itself at this point. Check the difference. Okay, so here's how the 370Z hub will not fit the 350Z axles. This is 350Z hub on the 350Z axle. Now, if you try to slap in 370Z, it's completely loose because the 370Z is thicker, which makes the whole axle better itself for an upgrade like this. The opposite now, if you try to slap in 350Z on a 370Z axle, you don't even enter, because as I said, it's thicker. If you put in the 370Z hub, perfect. See, it's way more solid than the 350 itself. Look at the difference. Look how bigger this is. Hope it helps, and let's install it. So here, once again, if you have watched my plate video, we've been through this. Plate, hub, let's go. Hub installed, that's how it should look like. Other side now. Okay, let's clean this up to do new markings. Okay, let's do some new markings now. That should be enough. Other side. If it gets loose, we will know beforehand. Okay, so now for here, when swapping to 370Z axles, they are thicker, which means the previous bolts that were here will no longer be threaded enough for the length. So you will need 370Z bolts. These are the 350Z bolts. We're gonna be using these for now, but this is not recommended, especially with the washer. There are just few threads left to engage. This is temporary until we can drive the car and go to a hardware store to get better engaging threads, but GG. 350Z bolts it is. Let's roll. Okay, always the long path. The axle was not coming through the diff flange, so had to disconnect the camber arm and the toe arm to get the knuckle loose, to get more room. Now we are able to push this fucker in, and all we gotta do now is attach the toe and camber arms again, and GG. Always the hard way, huh? Always the hard way. Now the brand new locking nut onto the wheel hub, and we're ready to go. It again. Well, spacers now. Alright, updates. CV axle installed with all the markings to visually inspect. Brand new 370Z axle with the hub. There you can see it. Both sides are ready. Axle in place, installed, and the hub all over there. Only thing missing now is the wheel. I think we'll be installing testing wheels for testing purposes, if you know what I mean. Car is in the floor now. Doesn't look too bad. Moment of truth. Will the axle hold? Let's see. Let's drive it around, see how it feels. So far so good. No clunking, no clicking, no big noise. Man, this drive is smooth. I like it. Hydro still works. Hydro still works. Woohoo! I think we're good, boys. I think we're good. Some proper testing, right, fellas? Let's see how this goes. It brakes, it brakes. Woohoo! It's working. Do you use 370Z axles in your 350s? Shit is good.